Hey YouTube, this is Lifestyle 365 day 2. Gonna talk two terms, false proxy and call to action. I think these are terms every live seller should know because most dabble with multiple social media platforms, and a call to action. False proxies are what we see kind of rampant, which I'll explain, and then a call to action is the counter and what ought to be rampant, but we don't see that much. So false proxy, what it is a goal that set of goals that most social influencers, content creators hold when it comes to their content, being goals looking like viewership, a certain level of viewership, certain number of followers, certain number of shares, certain amount of comments and engagement, for instance, but numbers that do not translate directly to sales. And sales are the bottom line of every business. And so these are amazing goals to achieve, but they are false proxy because they don't translate to the business success. So if someone has 2 million views on TikTok for a video, that's awesome. But if it equals $0 or it converts to $0 for their business, then it's a false proxy. So the way we counter this and what we should be including in our social media content, which I'm going to use this water bottle as an example for in the description, is some kind of prompt, link, verbal indication of what to do next, something that points to the sales channel wherever it may be. For me, it's Whatnot. For this seller, it's Whatnot. So their profile and shop of where to buy this will be linked in the description. But a call to action, depending on what the content and where they're selling, would look a little different for each content creator. However, the way to think of it is simply the link between them. So one business can have a Whatnot page, a Facebook page, a TikTok, a Pinterest, an Instagram, for instance, and those sites should be linked together. They all are one business, one cohesive business working together. So they should be linked together. Anyone that is marketed to on one website should be able to connect to the sales website via this call to action. And it's just an important thing that I feel like every live seller should know. And I was probably late to the game on learning this term, but I figure if I was late, someone else is probably later than me. So, or maybe I'm just the last to know. However, it's a good term, both of them. False proxies are if we really look at it, akin to burning time and energy, right? Creating content that doesn't generate income for our business. And then this call to action, because we can get all the accolades for these posts, but if they don't convert and translate to dollars, then it's burning time and energy creating it. So the combat is this call to action. Every post, every marketing venture, everything that we put out there with the intent of growth and business success, like attached to that, ought to have these call to action links directing back to wherever our shop is on the internet, so that folks have that next step to get the sale. So I hope this is helpful. Stay tuned for more 365 day 2 and more tomorrow. Thanks for watching.